Welcome to the Deep Dive into Success podcast. Jason and Rebecca are ready to fuel your next move. Every insight here is a spark. Ignite change. Seize the moment. Take action today and shape your tomorrow. Check us out by listening. And if you like what you hear, don't forget to subscribe to receive notifications when new content is available.
Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into something truly fundamental for building wealth. Compound interest. We're calling it the engine of wealth creation.
Yeah, and that's not just us saying it. You know that famous quote often linked to Einstein?
Oh, the eighth wonder of the world one?
Exactly. We apparently called it the eighth wonder, and maybe even the most powerful force in the universe. Whether he said it or not, the idea is spot on.
Right.
Understanding this stuff is, well, it's essential if you're serious about financial freedom. It gives you this incredible edge.
So our mission today is basically to unpack how this magic really works.
Yeah, and show why starting early is maybe the single biggest advantage you have. It's almost like free money, but it's just math and time.
Okay, let's get into the basics first. There are really two main ways interest gets calculated, right?
That's right. Simple and compound.
Simple interest is pretty easy to grasp. It's like a straight line. It's always calculated just on your starting amount, your original principal.
Right. So if you have, say, $1,000 and you get 10% simple interest.
You get $100.
Every single year. After 10 years, you've got your original $1,000 plus 10 times $100, so $2,000 total. Steady, but kind of slow.
Okay, but then there's compound interest. That's the exponential curve we hear about.
Exactly. And this is where it gets interesting. Here, you earn interest on your original principal plus all the interest that's already piled up.
So using that same $1,000 at 10%, year one is still $100.
Still $100.
Yeah.
But year two, you're calculating 10% on $1,100.
Ah, so you get $110.
Precisely. And year three, it's 10% of $1,210, so $121. The base keeps growing, and the interest payments get bigger each time.
The money starts working for you, essentially?
That's the core idea. It starts doing the heavy lifting itself. And the key ingredient that fuels this whole engine is time.
Right.
Absolutely. Which brings us to that classic comparison. Let's talk about Sarah and John.
Okay.
Let's assume they both get a decent 8% annual compound return on their investments.
Right. So Sarah, she's the early bird, starts at 25. She invests, $3,000 a year? But only for 10 years.
That's it. 10 years, $3,000 each year. So she puts in a total of $30,000 of her own money. And then she stops cold at age 35.
Okay. 30K invested, stops at 35. Now, John, he waits.
He waits. He starts later at age 35 when Sarah stops.
And he invests the same amount, $3,000 a year.
Same amount per year, yes.
Yeah.
But he keeps going for 30 years, all the way to age 65.
Okay, so John is much more disciplined over the long haul. He invests $3,000 for 30 years. That's $90,000 total.
$90,000. 3 times what Sarah put in.
Right. So you'd expect him to end up with way more, logically.
Yeah, you absolutely would. But that's not how compounding works over time. Okay, fast forward to age 65 for both of them.
What are the numbers?
John, our disciplined late starter who put in $90,000, he ends up with a respectable $362,000.
Okay, $362K. Not bad at all.
Not bad, but Sarah, who only put in $30,000 and stopped 30 years earlier.
Yeah.
She ends up with, wait for it, $588,000.
Wow. Okay, that's the point right there.
Isn't it? $588,000.
She invested $60,000 less than John.
$60,000 less cash.
But ends up with over $220,000 more.
It just shows that those first 10 years Sarah's money had to grow were incredibly powerful. That extra decade of compounding literally made hundreds of thousands of dollars difference.
It really flips the script on just working hard for money. It's more about getting your money working hard for you, and the earlier the better.
Time is the most valuable ingredient you have. More valuable than the amount, often.
Okay, so we see the massive power for growth. But like you said, power can work both ways. Let's talk about the flip side.
Right. The dark side of compounding, if you will.
High interest debt, like a credit card.
Exactly. This is the critical warning. That same exponential math that grows your savings can absolutely crush you if it's working against you on debt.
Because you're paying interest on the interest.
Precisely. The balance goes faster and faster, making it harder and harder to pay off. It's a trap. And it catches a lot of smart people who just, don't focus on the rate.
So, thinking strategically, what's the move?
It's pretty clear. If you have high interest debt, tackling that has to be priority number one. Think about it.
Yeah.
Paying off debt with, say, a 25% interest rate. That's like earning a guaranteed 25% return on your money.
That's a great way to put it. You can't find that return safely anywhere else.
Nowhere. So attacking that debt is your best investment initially.
And, this idea of compounding, it isn't just about money, is it?
Not at all. Think about skills, knowledge,
Yeah.
especially financial literacy itself.
How so?
Well, the more you learn, the better decisions you make, right?
Sure.
Better decisions might lead to better investments, which builds your confidence. Like confidence might help you, say, negotiate a better salary.
Which increases the principal you can invest.
Exactly. Creates this positive feedback loop. Your knowledge and skills compound, boosting your ability to make your money compound faster. It all works together.
So the real mindset shift here is stop waiting for a windfall. Stop relying on just saving more.
Kind of. It's about understanding the power of time and letting it do the heavy lifting. Your main job as let's say, a wise steward of your resources is to get the compounding engine started and keep it fueled, mainly with time. Maximize that growth curve.
So it's less about sheer savings discipline later and more about harnessing time early on.
That's a huge part of the strategic picture, yes.
Okay, so let's leave our listeners with a final thought. Thinking back to Sarah and John,
Yeah.
if you started investing today, like right now, even just a small amount, based on those numbers, what could those first few years actually be worth by the time you retire?
Hundreds of thousands, potentially. It's staggering to think about.
And maybe just as important, what's one thing you could do, like today or this week, to start attacking any high-interest debt you have, to get rid of that negative compounding?
That's the crucial question. Eliminate the drag, start the engine. That's the path.
Thanks for diving deep with us on this episode of the Deep Dive into Thriving Successfully. We hope you found a quick hack to take action on today. If this episode moved the needle for you, please take 1 second to hit that follow or subscribe button on your favorite podcast platform. It helps us reach more people who want to start thriving. Our content is 100% based on listener requests. We want to cover the topics you struggle with. Drop your episode suggestions in the comments or send us an email directly at deepdive@lfeg.info. And the best way you can help us is to share this episode with a friend or colleague you care about. Let's build a thriving community together. Until the next dive, keep crushing your goals.